Okay, so Algebra 1, today's date is 9/7/21. We are working on how to clear fractions from our equations. Our objective is to clear the fraction. What we're going to do is we're going to multiply everything by the common denominator. In this particular problem, I see a denominator of 2 and a denominator of 5, and I want y'all to remember that 3 is over 1. We just kind of let that go. Don't talk about it a whole lot, but in this situation, I think we're going to need to talk about it. So what is the common denominator? James?
Where?
For this problem, what's the common denominator? 10. So I want you to put 10 here, here, and here. Every little piece of this gets multiplied by 10. And since I'm dealing with fractions, make it say 10 over 1. You're going to multiply by 10 over 1 every item. You have to do it all the way. Can't leave anything out, okay? What is 10 times x? Rayleigh? 10 times x. That's like saying 10 times 1x. 10x. And then let's multiply the denominators here. What is 1 times 2? Rowan? 2. Okay, moving right along. 10 times 3. Kylan? 30. And 1 times 5. Cameron? 5. And let's do this. People will forget to do this on the other side because the 3 was already a whole number. Don't let that happen to you. Be cautious. 10 times 3. Jehovah?
30.
And 1 times 1. Alexis? 1. Okay, now let's simplify these. 10 over 2. You can actually write that as what? Cameron? 5. So you put 5x. 30 over 5. DeQuavius? 6. Equals 30. So I have cleared the fraction. I now have an equation that has regular numbers in there. Has whole numbers. I don't have any fractions to deal with anymore. What is the next step in solving this one? Kylan?
-6.
Good. We're going to subtract 6 from both sides. So we're going to get 5x equals 24. And then I need to divide. And you're going to get a decimal for an answer, or you could leave it 24 over 5. You could get 4.8. You could get 4 4/5. Any of those. Doesn't matter to me. Any of those will work. What was your common denominator? Common denominator is 15. Everybody get that? And the next step is that we need to multiply by 15 all the way across. Okay? 15 times x. 15x. 15 times 2. 30 over 5. Because that 15 has a 1 under it, and 1 times 5 is 5. 15 times 1. Nasia? And then it's 1 times 3, which is 3. Now you have fractions, but they have answers. They simplify to nice, simple little numbers. So I could write this as 15x plus 6 equals 5. Any questions? Okay, what is the next step in solving that equation? Jehovah? That's right. So 15x is equal to -1. What would you do next? Andrea? Divide by 15. So I would get x equals -1/15. I think I would leave it like that. I know you could get a decimal, but I think that's the simplest way to do it. Y'all have any questions on that one? Okay, I want you to skip down and I want you to do this problem next. Okay? Do this problem next. Now it has 3 denominators. What's the common denominator for 3, 2, and 6? What's something that all of those numbers would go into? 6. So here we go. You're going to multiply. I'm sorry, what was your question?
We messed up our shots Friday, so we need to take them again.
Okay, go ahead. Do you need to flip the light switch? Okay. So what will we do here? Jehovah, look up here. We're going to start. What are you going to do with that 6 that's on the outside? What do we do with that? Multiply it. Yeah. What is 6 times 4, Jehovah? Yeah. 24. And it has a 1 on the bottom. 1 times 3 gives you what, Colin? 3. So this one's going to say 24x over 3. We move over. What do you do with that 6? You got that 6 times 2. Take? 6 times 2, take? 12. And then that denominator, you're going to multiply that 1 times 2. DeQuavius? 2. Okay, move right along. You've got 6 times 17 over 6. 6 times 17, James?
100.
And then 1 times 6, James? 6. Okay, so we still have fractions, but these fractions are all going to simplify into regular, nice, whole numbers. So let's work through that part. 24x over 3. Rowan? 8x. And 12x over 2. Edward? Right here. 12 over 2? Yes. 6x. And then 102 over 6. Yes. 17. Now on the left hand side I have 8x and 6x. They are common terms. That's what we talked about today when we were doing our bell ringer. We put some common terms together. So when you have common terms over there, what do you need to do? Colin? What do you think? Bye guys. Did you say put them together? Yes. And what is 8x plus 6x? 14x equals 17. And what will you do? Finish this one up. Nasia? divide. And I'm just going to leave it 17 over 4. Okay? So we've got this problem, and we need to choose the common denominator. It needs to be a number that 4 will go into, and 20 will go into, and 10 will go into. James? 20 is the common denominator. 4 goes in there 5 times, 20 goes in there once, and 10 goes in there twice. So I'm going to multiply through by 20. Now you really need to think of that as 20 over 1. So here we go. 20 times 3. Summer?
60.
And 1 times 4. Summer?
4.
Okay. 20 times 13. And 20, no, there's a 1 there. 1 times 20. 20. Okay, move over to the other side. 20 times negative 7. Negative 140 over 10. Now, if you'll go back, each one of those will simplify into a nice, pretty number. 60 over 4. Nasia? 60 over 4. $15. Oh, where's my variable in here? It's right there. There's the A. Rowan? Good. And negative 140 over 10. Alexis? Good. That's right. All right, now we're ready to solve. All the fractions are gone. DeQuavius? Add that 13 to both sides. Going to cancel here, so I'm going to have 15A equals negative 1. And to finish this off, James, what do we do next?
Divide by 15.
So A is negative 1 over 15.
Never mind.
Here's your 5 homework problems for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.